So hi guys, iMAT here. We have the DT Ultra 10 here. I've been using it for the past few days to see if it is a good option for you to buy or not. It's the latest model in their Ultra series. We will be doing all of the tests in the video to determine if it is a better option than the DT Ultra 3 Pro or not. Before starting, if you're new to the channel, a subscribe would be highly appreciated and make sure to turn on the notifications to stay updated on the upcoming videos. We get the usual contents in the box, including a DT Ultra 10, Ocean straps, 4-pin charger and the user manual. Since the shape is inspired by the Apple Watch Ultra, so it comes in 49mm size, but if you use the case on it, it fits it perfectly. But the speakers are bigger as compared to the original Apple Watch Ultra, because of which they do not fit in the cutout for the speakers of the Apple Watch Ultra. The crown key is a bit bigger, because of which it cannot be used. It will only be clicked if you are using the Apple Watch case. The side key works fine, and if you use the action key, it also works fine. But overall, it is not compatible with the Apple Watch Ultra cases. The color of the body is a bit goldish, but the button on it is silver. We do not have the GPS antenna lining on the body like the Apple Watch Ultra, and overall the button's quality is really good, and it also uses a metallic body for a better durability. Talking about the straps, they do work fine, and the strap locks are also functional, and the straps won't come out until you press this button and then push the straps out. Here's how the smartwatch looks on the wrist. What did you think about it? Let me know in the comments. One thing which has disappointed me about it is that it comes with a 2.1 inches display, but it is not using an AMOLED screen, and the screen used is simple IPS display. In my opinion, the smartwatches must have an AMOLED display these days, as it ensures a better battery life and can also provide an always-on display option for the smartwatch, which is missing in this smartwatch. And because of the absence of the AMOLED display, if the smartwatch stays on for a longer period of time, the battery consumption will be quicker as compared to the AMOLED display smartwatches. The bezels are also quite thicker in my opinion. The screen resolution is 320 x 385. Overall, the sharpness of the screen, the vibrancy and the saturation level is really good, and the smartwatch has good colors, but obviously it would have been better on a smartwatch with an AMOLED display. If you go to the settings and talk about the normal screen time, then we have the timeout off option here, which means the display won't go off until you decide to. But for this option to work, you will have to turn off the raise to wake option, then it can stay on until you decide to. But if the raise to wake option is turned on, then if you twist your wrist, it is going to turn off the display. The chipset used is ATS3085S, and overall the performance of the smartwatch is really good. The battery is working really well. It is also handling the transitions and everything really well, and I haven't faced any freezing or crashing issues so far in the smartwatch. I have it for about a week now. The smartwatch is also equipped with a 4GB of storage capacity equaling 4096 MB. To take its full advantage, you can use the 4-pin charger to connect it to your Mac or PC, and then you will be able to transfer pictures inside it. These are some of the demo pictures inside it. And if you go back, other than that, you can also record sound directly on it. You can also transfer this recording file to your Mac or PC using the same method. We also get the music player, and you can also add music in the smartwatch from your Mac or PC. Another amazing thing about it is that if you go to the music mode, we have the Bluetooth headset option here, using which you can also connect your wireless earphones with the smartwatch and listen to the songs stored on the smartwatch directly on the earbuds. You can also add videos, but you'll have to convert them in the AVI format, and you must follow the instructions given in the Wear Pro application. Only then even the AVI formatted videos will work. The smartwatch supports Bluetooth version 5.3, and to take its full advantage, you can connect to the Wear Pro application. So one thing that I don't like is that it shows an ad in the beginning when you open the application. So let's quickly connect the smartwatch. So using the application, first of all we have the My Watch Face option, using which you can install a lot of watch faces on the smartwatch. Most of the watch faces shown here are free, while some of them are paid, and you'll either have to purchase them or you'll have to activate the VIP mode in the application, which is obviously paid. And let's check out the membership fee. For 1 month it is $5. Then we have 3 months option, which is $10, and then we have the 1 year option for $30. So it will include many benefits like free watch faces and training and sleep plans and many other things like this. You can also use your own picture from the gallery as a watch face, and it also has the video watch face option, by which you can use a small clip as a video watch face on the smartwatch. Let's try one. So I'm gonna go with this one. Let's finish. You can select the clock style from here. Let's tap on save. So it is almost done now, and here is the video watch face. So I'm gonna change it so that it does not drain a lot of battery. After that, the smartwatch also has the network sharing option, and if it is turned on, it is going to transfer the network connection of your smartphone with the smartwatch, using which you will be able to access the built-in dial market in the smartwatch. Here all of the watch faces are totally free, and as far as I have checked, you can install literally all of the watch faces in this dial market in the smartwatch, and you can continue installing more from the dial market in the application. I was able to install 63 watch faces in it. Then using the network sharing option, you can also go to the app market, and here you can install many applications. We get the WhatsApp option here, and we have ChatGPT, BBC News and Google Maps. Let's install all of these applications. So all of the smart applications have finally been installed. Let's go ahead and check all of them out. For that, I'm going to switch to list view, and let's scroll all the way down. So we have WhatsApp here, where you can get the WhatsApp notifications directly and reply to them. We will take a look at this feature later in the video. After that, we get the weather application, which is going to use the network sharing option to determine the weather at your location. Here we have BBC News, and currently it is loading the main news. Russia fears another loss in middle. How the Air India crash investigation. So here you can see that it is now loading all of the latest news. After that, we get ChatGPT. Let's try it out. Tell me about iPhone 11. So it heard me well. Currently, it is generating the reply. So it is showing the response in Chinese. So I'm gonna try one more thing. Tell me about iPhone 11 in English. So finally, after adding in English in the end of this sentence, it is now showing the response in English. After that, we get the Google Maps inside it. So do remember that the smartwatch does not have GPS inside it. It is taking the help of network connection and the smartphone to show the current location. You can tap here to search. Then you'll have to tap on the search bar here. Arcadian Cafe. So it heard me well. Let's tap on the tick icon. And currently it is searching. And here it is showing the Arcadian Cafe signature, and the one in Packages Mall, and the one in the Pine Avenue, and in the end we have the one in the Gulberg. Other than that, you can also choose any of the categories. For example, I have selected food here, and now it is showing me all of the restaurants near me. So this is quite amazing in my opinion, considering the smartwatch is manufactured in China, but it is working quite well here in Pakistan too. Then we get the translate option. I'm going to translate English to Spanish. Hi friend, how are you? So it works quite well, and you can see that it is also perfectly translating to the other language. We have the pilgrimage option. So this application is designed specifically for the Muslim followers. We have the AI note option. So let's create a study note. Let's add one. But it does not have a keyboard, and you will have to use the voice command. This should have added a keyboard for these options. And then we get the travel assistant option. We again have many categories given here. We have the shopping option here, and if we select it, it will show all of the shops near me. And if you go back and select food, so it is showing all of the food points near me. And in the end, we have the AI watch face option. So let's create one. A basketball player. So it keeps saying fail entry, and the AI watch face option is the only thing which is not working well for me. We also have the incoming call notification here, using which you can get the call notifications directly on the smartwatch. It rings as well as vibrates, and if you accept the call, we have the mute option. Then you can transfer the call to the smartwatch and back to the smartphone by tapping here. We have the volume control option, and you can end the call from here. And remember that it showed the contact even though I have not synced the contacts in the smartwatch. Then we have the SMS and the app notifications here, and in app notifications we also get the other option, which means even if an application isn't listed here, it can still send you the notifications for it. And the good thing is that it wakes up the display when you receive a new notification and shows a banner prompt. Here is the notification center. Unfortunately, it is not showing the emojis, although it does support a little scrolling. On the website, I was excited to see that it supports the WhatsApp reply option, but they have mentioned that it only works for Android, which is a big thing missing in my opinion in the smartwatch, as this is their main selling point for the smartwatch, and this option should be available for both Android as well as iOS. And if you test it now, I will install the WhatsApp application here, and let's go here. Here's the WhatsApp notification, and if you scroll down, here is the reply option. It is asking you to say please send WeChat to Abdullah, although it is WhatsApp. Send WhatsApp to Abdullah. It will basically use Siri to send the message, and there is no direct option to write your reply and then send it to the next person. Then we have reminders. You can also transfer just the images directly in the smartwatch using the application. You can sync your favorite contacts in the smartwatch. We have the wallet option, by which you can save QR codes of WeChat, Alipay, QQ and UnionPay, and then you can access the wallet option in the menu, and anyone can scan the QR code to directly pay you. We also get the option to use the smartwatch as a shutter button. Unfortunately, it does not have the live preview option and it only shows the button. And as mentioned on the website, the smartwatch can also be used as an NFC tag, but it does not have the option to do NFC payments. Before talking about all of the applications, if you take a quick look at the UI, we have the notification center from top to bottom, then you have the split screen, quick access applications, and from bottom to top we have the widgets page. You can access the notification by clicking the side key and the app history by double clicking the crown key. If you go to the menu, we have the list view menu style, and if you go all the way down, you can access the grid view here. The icons have their own theme and do not resemble a lot with the Apple Watch OS, although it takes the inspiration from the Apple Watch OS. The transitions are also different. If you do not like this transition, you can go to settings, UI effect, and here we have 5 transition options. And now it is time to take a look at all of the applications in the smartwatch. Talking about the health related and sports applications, we have the mindfulness, which is the breath training application, which also allows you to customize the time and the speed, and then you can start the breath training. The fitness recording application takes a record of the steps you have walked throughout the day. The getting started button seems to be broken, and you will have to tap on it continuously to access the application. We have the calories I have burned, the total steps I have walked, and if you scroll down, we have the kilometers I have walked, and in the end we have the sports history. We also get a lot of sport modes inside it, and you can also customize the time, calories and the distance target, and even the steps target. So let's go ahead and try out the walking sports mode. So I am back after the workout. Let's take off the smartwatch and let's go to the fitness recording. I'll again have to tap continuously on it to open the application. Let's go all the way down, and here we have the walking sports mode. It has counted 309 steps. I walked for around 3 minutes. It also showed my heart rate, the calories I have burned, and the distance I have walked. So 309 steps. If I talk about my iPhone, before starting the sports mode test, it was showing 701 steps, and when I finished, it was showing 1010 steps. Exactly 309 steps. So this is actually amazing. And the sports mode accuracy as of now, according to this test, is 100%. Also, if we talk about the Pedometer application, when I wore this smartwatch, it was showing 528 steps, and after doing the workout mode test and then coming back to the room, it has now counted 509 steps and has gone to 1037 steps for the day. If I talk about my iPhone, when I left the room, it was showing 555 steps, and now if we open the health application, it is now showing 1163 steps. It has counted 608 steps. So this time there is a difference of around 100 steps. But still, in my opinion, if you wear the smartwatch for a longer period of time, the steps accuracy will be better. We also get the timer here, and if you set it for 1 second, then it only vibrates continuously when the timer ends, but it does not ring. Vibrating continuously is a good option, but I would have appreciated the ring option. We also have stopwatch here. You can tap here to start it and access the different interfaces. We also have the laps option, I guess, and you can add as many laps as you want by tapping here. Let's see if it can run in the background. So yes, it does. It continues to run in the background, which is a good option. To stay a step ahead of the weather, we have the weather updates application here, which also shows the weather for the upcoming days. But the iOS application disagrees about the accuracy. And if you go to the app market and download the weather application from here, so let's access the weather application. It is now downloaded, and here it is. So it is probably going to use the network sharing option, and as you can see here, this time the accuracy is better. Talking about the sleep tracker, I've been testing it for the past few days and I am not impressed by it. First of all, I don't know why it's showing July 18 when it is June 18. and when I was wearing the smartwatch while sleeping, it did not record any sleep data. But guess what? I kept the smartwatch on the table for 2 days and it is now showing sleep data for the last 2 days. Which is quite surprising because I haven't slept even a minute in the last 2 nights and I'm mostly taking naps in the day. So the sleep tracker is not reliable. We also get the heart rate and the blood oxygen level checker inside it. So let's do the oximeter test. First we'll do the test at rest mode and then I'm gonna do some exercise and we'll see if it can still show correct values after the workout or not. Currently my heartbeat is quite normal, it is around 78 beats per minute and the values on the smartwatch as well as the oximeter are quite similar, and as you can see that as the value rises on the oximeter, it also rises on the smartwatch. So at rest I'm quite impressed by the accuracy. And now I'm gonna remove it and let's do the test one more time and we'll see if it can still show correct values or not. This time the oximeter is showing 72 beats per minute. Let's wait for the smartwatch. And the smartwatch is also showing similar values as you can see here, and the smartwatch has passed my oximeter test at rest mode. And now let's do some exercise and I'll be back to you. And now I'll be back to you after doing some exercise where we will see if it can still show correct values or not. So I'm back now. Let's turn on the oximeter and let's go to the heart rate application in the smartwatch. So the oximeter is currently showing 107 beats per minute and it is rising. Currently we are at 110 beats per minute. And the smartwatch is also showing similar values. Currently both of them are at 107 beats per minute. So it means that the smartwatch has also passed my oximeter test after the workout and the sensors look quite reliable. But still, if you have a serious health condition, I would recommend you to not rely on a smartwatch and always opt for the real health gadgets like an oximeter or a blood pressure checker. We get the compass application here. Let's go ahead and calibrate it. So the smartwatch shows 185 degrees to the south, while the iPhone shows 170 degrees to the south. We also get the decibel option here. It's the noise application. Let's try it. So when I stop speaking, it shows 50, and when I start speaking, I'm not really sure what it's showing. And it does go to the maximum, which makes me believe that it might be working for real, but it does not show the exact value. Then the last application in the health segment, using the period tracking application, the females can keep a track of their cycle. In order to use this feature, you will have to set up your profile in the Wear Pro application. And other than these health and sports related applications, we get the calendar option here. I would have really appreciated if it had the Google Maps integration, where you would be also able to add events inside it. Then we have the alarm clock. Let's set an alarm. I like the smartwatches where the time is automatically set to the current time and you do not have to set it all the way from 12 AM. Let's set it to 6:23. We have the remind me later option, and you can also go to repeat if you want to repeat the alarm on different days or on working days or weekends. Here's how the alarm is shown. It rings as well as vibrates, and the ring is quite louder, and if you do not sleep like me, then it can surely wake you up. We also get the calculator here. Let's see if the basic functions are working fine. So they are. Let's try the percentage option with addition. Unfortunately, it does not work fine. We have the flashlight option to help you in the dark. Then using the AI voice, you can access the voice assistant directly on the smartwatch. How's the weather today? Then we have the WeChat, QQ, Facebook, X and Instagram application to show you the notifications from these applications separately. We have the world time application, and we also get a few games inside it. And in the end, we have the contacts that you can access directly after syncing them in the Wear Pro application. In the end, the smartwatch comes with a 280 mAh of battery capacity, and as advertised, it takes around 1.5 hours to charge from 0% to 100%. If I talk about my personal experience, if you keep the display turned off, then the battery is amazing, and it's going to lose only 3 to 4% of battery in a day while being connected with the smartphone and receiving Bluetooth notifications. But if you access the control center, then I've been working on this video for about an hour now, in which it has lost 14% of the battery, losing 1% every 4 minutes. The display has been continuously on since then, and again because it does not have an AMOLED display, So it loses more battery as compared to the smartwatches which have an AMOLED display, and the battery life and the display are the only things which have actually disappointed me about this smartwatch. Other than that, it looks like a quite good model. So guys, that will be all from today's video and the DT Ultra 10. What do you think about it? Looking at the pedometer, the heart rate sensors, I'm quite impressed by the smartwatch. The battery timing is just okay, and it is probably because it does not use an AMOLED display. In my opinion, if they can make the WhatsApp reply option available to iOS users also, then it can be a great option in just $40. If you would like to place an order, you can find the link in the description box, and I would really appreciate if you can use that link to purchase the smartwatch. For the upcoming videos, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. I will see you in the next one.